What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Lock Solid Picks. It's your boy Smooth.
Jeezy, look, we back, man. What's going on? What we got? What we got?
Man, we got a full slate, man. 15 games, week 17, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. So, man, starting out the slate, the weekend, Saturday, Lions at Cowboys. Dallas is home, and this could be a playoff type environment.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, that's a good matchup, man, to me, in my opinion, bro. It's so many people that can eat in this game. See, man, I'm already going back to like the parlay mindset, but you pull
hmm
like the player prop mindset, but man, I'm thinking about all those players and just thinking about, man, how good this matchup looks for this week.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be glued to the TV on this one. Detroit coming off a victory. They done locked up the NFC North for the first time in I forgot how many years. So they riding high. They making a playoff appearance, but I don't think they're done, man. I think this team is hungry, and I think they still want to show that they belong. So Cowboys they clinched the playoff berth, but depending on what Philly do, they still could potentially win. Move up their slot or whatever. So pretty much I feel like both teams got something to play for. I don't think they're gonna just lay down and I think this is gonna be a like I said, I think this is gonna be a playoff type environment game. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the over, man. 52 and a half. I know that's pretty high, but both of these teams got the capability of scoring that many points. So I'm taking the over here. What you got?
Yeah, man. I looked over this game and I thought about it for a long time, and I really couldn't decide on like a number as far as like the over and under or like the spread, man. But I think the one thing that you can lean on, Cowboys have been great at home. So with that being said, man, I'm just gonna go with the money line. I'm just going straight up with the Cowboys on that one.
All right, next game on the slate. Moving to the Sunday games, we got Miami at Baltimore. Um, this is going to be an interesting game. Baltimore coming off a great victory against your 49ers. Um, Lamar lead, he's jumped in the lead for the MVP. So these are two playoff teams. I think, again, going to be a playoff environment. Um, but I like Miami. I'm taking the points for Miami 3.5. I think it's going to be a close game of a Justin Tucker walk-off field goal game.
Yeah, man, I can definitely see that too, man. One quick thing, the Dolphins will be without Jalen Waddle this week, and they also have like a few linemen out this week. So I think the Ravens are gonna do pretty good this week. I think I'm gonna go with them minus 3.5 though. Depending on which sports betting or sports book you use, it might be minus 3. But I'm picking the home team to cover this week.
Next game on the slate, we got New England at Buffalo.
All right, give me the points with the Patriots. It's plus 14. Uh, with that game, you look at it and the way the Bills been playing lately, you look at it automatically think blowout. But the Patriots rarely get blown out, even though they lost a lot of games this year. They don't get blown out, so that lets me know, like, they're still a well-disciplined team. They make you earn everything that you have to get. So plus it's a divisional matchup. So with that one, man, I think the plus 14 is the way to go on that one.
Yeah, man. I agree with that. Divisional matchup. My boys, the Patriots. They've been playing pretty well the last couple of games. Bill been letting Zappy cook, man,
Yeah,
and he been doing pretty good. Uh, like you said, they rarely ever get blown out. So I feel like 14 is just too many points to lay on Buffalo.
yeah.
So I'm taking the points with the Patriots plus 14. All right. Next one up. This is an ugly matchup. I do not like betting on Atlanta Falcons, but we have the Atlanta Falcons at Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. They got them listed at Bears are a 2.5 point favorite. Um, man, it's hard. Like I said, it's just so hard to bet against or on the Falcons. You never know what they're gonna do. You never know how they're gonna play. I can't trust the points on this one. I do like the over though, so I'm taking the over 37.5. What you got?
Man, I don't trust nothing on this. Uh, as a general rule for me, man, every time I bet on the Falcons, whatever I bet on them to do, they do the opposite. So with that being said, I'm going with the Falcons to win, so I'm going to bet on the Bears money line. So there you have it. That's my pick for this week. Bears money line for the Falcons to win.
All right, good luck on that one, y'all.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
all. That's
I
all I'll say
really
too.
don't want to mess with it. I really don't want to touch it, but just for analysis purposes, we got to give y'all something.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. Uh, Texans are 4.5 point favorite at home. C.J. Stroud coming back. He gonna have Nico Collins. Devin Singletary been playing well. A couple of other receivers for Houston been playing well. Um, Again, I'm gonna probably go with the over for this one. It's a 43.5. Will Levis gonna be at the helm for Tennessee. Still got King Henry. Still got DeAndre Hopkins. I like their tight end. Um, Tennessee is still trying to sneak in there and get a wild card spot. Um, I'm not sure what Houston record is. I don't know if they plan for anything anyway. But I do feel like
I
this is
think
going
they're
to be a
still
close
in.
game. Yeah, I know they were playing very well before CJ went out,
Mm-hmm.
but he'd been out the past two games, and so yeah, I feel like this is going to be kind of like a little, back and forth scoring game. So I like the over 43.5.
Yeah, man, I like your pick too as far as the over, man, with those two quarterbacks, especially CJ Stroud coming back. Um, I think I'm gonna go a little bit more safe with my pick, or as safe as I feel as you can go. I got the Texans winning this game straight up at home. They still have a little bit more to play for. It's still gonna be a good game because it's a divisional matchup. But in my feeling, I think the Texans gonna take care of business this week. So that's gonna be my lock on this game right here.
All right, moving on to the next one. We got the Raiders at the Indianapolis Colts. Um, Colts at home. They're a 3.5 point favorite. Um, I just feel like the Colts got the better quarterback in Minshew. Michael Pittman Jr. will be coming back from the concussion. Um, and I just feel good about the home team. So Raiders, they've been playing very well. Antonio Pierce is trying to lock up that contract to be their coach for the future. They're playing. I feel like the players are playing for him, but I still like the Colts money line at home.
All right, yeah, like this one here. This was another pick for me that I really had to think on. Um, I like your pick as far as the money line. I'm gonna go. With that being said, though, I'm gonna go Raiders on with the plus 3.5. Just because they've been a hot team and they've been on a little roll, man. Have been having a little momentum for the past couple of weeks ever since they made the coaching change. Um, like I say, I feel like the Colts are going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a lot closer than what most people think. They got a lot of fight in them, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna give me the points with the Raiders. All right, next game we got the L.A. Rams at the New York Giants. This game right here, um, all I can say on this one, the Rams have been one of the hottest teams in the league, for the past couple of weeks, and they should easily beat the Giants this week. One thing to keep in mind is Puka Nacua. We did have him. We still do. We got him on the player prop parlay. This is questionable, but he should be good. Um, Other than that, I think the Giants are going to make the game a lot closer than a lot of people think it's going to be. So give me the points with them is plus 5.5. I think for the last month or 2 months or so, they've led the league in turnovers. And as we all know, Matthew Stafford, he can throw for 400 yards, give you 4 touchdown passes, but he can also give you 3 interceptions in that same game. So I think it's going to be a couple of turnovers in the game that's going to make it close. So give me the Giants on the points on that one.
Okay, and I'm taking the complete opposite. I'm laying the points with the Rams.
Okay.
-6. They're just a better team. They're a touchdown better than the New York Giants, in my opinion. The Giants have been playing well defensively, taking away the ball from the opponents, but I just don't feel like they're going to be able to capitalize on it. Unless they get 3 or 4 pick sixes, I don't see them keeping up with the Rams. As you mentioned, Puka is listed as questionable. He just got a little tightness in his hip, but what's on stake for the Rams? They playing for a playoff spot, perhaps a wild card spot. I think this game is too important for them. He's going to play. He's going to get 60 yards, as we mentioned in our player prop video. Y'all go check that out. So, yeah, give me the Rams -6.
Our next game is the San Francisco 49ers at the Washington Commanders. My 49ers, they're coming off a good old-fashioned butt whooping, really, from Monday night. So I think coming into this game, they got a few injuries, but at the same time, it's not going to matter, man. I think they're going to come in the game focused, try to put together a better performance for last week. So whatever the point total is, man, they're going to cover that and some. And I think that they're favored at minus 14 points. So I'm going with the 14 on that one, bro. Lock it.
Man, I'm gonna be Washington Commander spokesperson, PAT fan spokesperson, and he would tell you he don't care if they was -28, take it, because Washington is the team to get right on, whether you're on a losing streak, whether you're coming off a bad game like the 49ers did against Baltimore. Nowhere in the world Purdy's going to throw 4 interceptions. Look for everybody to have all of their props in this game. I'm talking about 49ers. -14, that's a lock, man. Lock it.
Look, and like PAT would say, if it was 14.5, they would have the 14 at halftime. So I think you got your lock, folks.
All right, up next, we got a tricky one, man. We got Carolina at Jacksonville. Jacksonville getting the hometown love at -3.5, but they are without Trevor Lawrence. CJ Beathard will be at the helm. we know Carolina's been one of the worst teams in the league. They showed a little something against Tampa Bay, a division opponent last week. But for this game, if your sports book allowed it, I would say, just to be on the safe side, I would tease Carolina at like -8.5, maybe even -9. I mean, +8.5, maybe even +9. Or if you're thinking like I'm thinking, it's not going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Take the under, which is 36.5.
Yeah, bro. I'm with you on that one. As far as like teasing those points, I would probably tease the points toward Carolina. Tease it as high as you can get it. If you could get it to 10.5, I would go with that. Simply because you just don't know what kind of team you're gonna get without Trevor Lawrence this week, and even with him, like they were still starting to be a little inconsistent. And then that performance that Carolina had last week, we're still not sure if that was just like an aberration or a sign of them starting to actually put it together and become a better team, try to build some momentum into next year. So like I say, man, I would tease that toward Carolina as high as I could, or I would just go with the money line on Jacksonville, just because they're still in the hunt, so they got a lot to play for.
Okay, up next, we got Arizona Cardinals at Philly, in Philly. Philly is an 11.5 point favorite in this one, as they should be. But for me, I can't take that many points for Philadelphia. They've been too inconsistent the last couple of games. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is hurt, or is he recovering? Is he trending up? Is he getting healthy, or is he still playing hurt? Chemistry with A.J. Brown. Well, A.J. Brown had a nice game last week, but he didn't get going into the second half.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with Philadelphia. They've been trending down, but I think that they get back on track with this game. So just give me Philadelphia money line.
All right. Yeah, man. and speaking of Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, if you watch the prior video with us doing the player prop bets, I had him and AJ Brown, Hurts and Brown having a big game this week. So watch the videos. But other than that, man, I'm kind of with you. I don't feel comfortable I don't feel completely comfortable with the line that they set for this game. So I got to go money line too. It might not win you much because they're highly favored, but I mean it's something to patch or parlay. So I would go money line on this one.
Up next, we got New Orleans Saints at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield has been playing very well lately. But they're playing for the division title. They are the favorites, but this is still open up for grabs. Tampa Bay, New Orleans Saints, division rivals. Every time these two teams play, it might get a little nastiness. It might be Mike Evans and Lattimore. I'm not sure if Lattimore is back yet, but look for Mike Evans to have a pretty big game. Look for Chris Olave to have a big game, as well as Derek Carr. I think it's going to be a lot of points scored in this one, so I'm going with the over 42.5.
Yeah, man, I agree with you on that one, man. This is going to be a very highly competitive game, man. Two division rivals, both fighting for playoff spots, trying to win the NFC South. Like I said, it's just hard to pick, man. So I got to go with the over 2 on that one, man. You got Baker Mayfield having a pretty solid year. You got Mike Evans being awesome as usual. Even Derek Carr. Um, he's been having some silently, solid games, and then Chris Olave. So yeah, man, and then you got Rashad White, man. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be fireworks in that game, man. So give me the over on that one too.
Up next, we're getting into the evening games. Pittsburgh Steelers at Seattle Seahawks. Seattle with the 12th man in attendance are minus 3.5 point favorite. Not too sure about that one, man. That 3.5 seems a bit high for me against Pittsburgh, who's Mike Tomlin. You know, he's not trying to have a losing season because he's never had one. He's been taking a lot of criticism about their offense and their quarterback play lately. Mason Rudolph had a pretty good game last week, though, and I think in this game the Steelers can be very, very competitive and may flat out win this game. But to be on the safe side, I'm gonna take the points, the plus 3.5, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that, man. I got the Steelers plus 3.5 too. Quick note: both teams are missing some key defenders in this game, but I don't really think it's gonna matter that much. Mike Tomlin teams generally, show up to play, especially this time of year, and I think George Pickens is on a comeback to kind of let everybody know, he's still going to play a part in this team's success this year and becoming like a top flight receiver. So I got the Steelers in this one, plus 3.5.
But moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. Despite not playing well at all, Kansas City is opening up at a minus 6.5 point favorite. For me, that's a little high. Patrick Mahomes, he's been running for his life. He can't do it all by himself. The receivers are not helping him. Kelsey is not even really helping him lately. Or maybe they just double or triple teaming him. Or maybe Taylor Swift is just a distraction. Who knows? But the 6.5 is too much to lay. So give me Cincinnati plus 6.5.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, bro. Cincinnati plus 6.5. That's damn near disrespectful. Yeah, even with Jake Browning, man, he been putting up big numbers. Another thing, I'm going with the points with Cincinnati on this one. If you want to, the good part about them being disrespectful with these points is you can actually you can tease it up a lot higher and still be pretty good, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm not gonna even say too much more about it, man. I got the Bengals winning this game. Take the points. Chiefs receivers suck.
Up next, we got the LA Chargers at the Denver Broncos. Man, this is almost worse than the Atlanta-Chicago game for me, man. I really don't want to touch this game. Russell, we all heard the news. Wilson have been benched for Stead, who's going to try to show that he's a backup quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback. So I don't know what the Broncos, they trying to save money. That's the only reason for this move.
Yeah.
But Justin Herbert not playing for the Chargers. This is going to be ugly. Give me the under 36.5.
Yeah, I agree with your pick, man. I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna go with Broncos this game. Only reason why is because I feel like the Broncos with Russell Wilson being out, being benched for the rest of the year, so he's gonna be gone. And they're gonna be missing Cortland Sutton. Jerry Jeudy might not play, and Mills might not play. So they're gonna have a lot of players out there that's trying to audition, put forth some good film for like next year. Chargers don't have nothing to play for at all. Their team is pretty set. They're just waiting to see who the next coach is going to be. So I got Broncos. Give me Broncos straight up money line on this one.
And to close out Week 17, Sunday Night Football, NFC North, Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings. Packers, they showed some flashes this year, but Jordan Love still ain't take that next step. He looked like he was about to take the next step and be a QB1, but he ain't did it yet, man. He got the receivers. A few of his receivers is going to be out this game, but he still got Reed. He still got Dobbs. He got both his running backs with him. Minnesota, Justin Jefferson showed you who he was last week, and he ain't went nowhere, even though he was out those games dealing with that injury. But he's back, and he showed you who he really is. So with that being said, I feel like a lot of points going to be scored in this game on both sides. So give me the over 43.5.
That's a good pick, man. I'm gonna go with the home team on this one. I'm gonna go with the Vikings -1. It should be a very competitive game. With it being a division matchup, both teams got something on the line. They're both still in the playoff hunt, so it should be a very competitive game, in my opinion. The biggest difference to me is just I think the Vikings are just gonna do better at home, and they have one of the top defenses, and so I think it's just gonna come down to who's gonna turn the ball over more. And in that case, I think Jordan Love is probably gonna cough it up a couple of times. Well, not cough it up, but maybe throw a couple of picks at the wrong time and seal the game for the Vikings.
Go check out our player prop video that we uploaded recently. We got some nice picks on that. Also, be on the lookout for my touchdown parlay.
Feel free to leave some comments. Let us know, what you like, what you may not like. You got some suggestions? Are we helping you out? Just any kind of feedback, any kind of interaction that's encouraged. And we try our best to give you our best picks. We put a lot of time and effort into it, so it'll be nice to hear back from you.
Lock solid picks, baby. Let's get this money.
Let's get it.